Happy Monday on a nice 14-6 run. Let's talk some basketball. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I'm your host, Steven, and we are back to talk another week of NBA basketball. That's right, I'm ready to go. As you heard in the intro, 14-6 run. Let's keep it rolling. Back to the grind again for Monday. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Me and Ryan definitely did. We hit the golf course. It's a really nice course, and somehow, some way in Washington State, we got a 70-degree day, and it was beautiful. But we're going to have you guys judge our golf swing, because why not? Let's have some fun with it. So let's roll the tape. Let's pull up my drive first. Let me know what you guys think. All right, here we go. Lined up, ready to go. That's just beautiful. Yeah, we're going to run that again. Let's see that. Look at the power. Bam. All right, don't make fun of it too much, but that's my swing. Now, let's pull up Ryan's swing. All right, here we go. Lining it up. The result isn't good. There we go. And if you are wondering, we're going to roll that again. His feet are not in concrete. You would think they are, but they're not. Just want to remind you guys. There it is, Ryan's swing. Ryan's laughing behind the scenes right now. He's not a big fan of his swing. It's actually the first time he's ever seen his swing on video. But anyways, leave a comment below. Let us know what you guys think of our golf swing. I'm sure some of you guys are real good golfers. We only golf when the weather's nice, which is not very often in Washington State. So anyways, back to the video. Like I said, we had a good bounce back week after a couple rough weeks. I'm ready to get going again. The MLB season is right around the corner. I cannot wait. It starts with a weird series between the Dodgers and Padres on March 20th, but for the most part, everyone else starts March 28th. The National League preview video and our World Series predictions. That video will be out in the next couple days, so stay tuned for that. American League is already out, so I'm excited to talk some baseball pretty soon. But I'm ready to get going. I'm just ready to roll. But you know what that means. It starts with a dad joke. So here you go. I got one of them for you. Let's get into it. I saw my wife, slightly drunk, yelling at the TV. Don't go in there. Don't go in the church, you moron. She's watching our wedding video again. That was pretty good. I thought so. I would laugh pretty hard. But anyways, in this video, we're going to recap the weekend, and it was a nice weekend again. And then it's Monday, so we're going to talk point guards. Defenses that give up the most points, rebounds, and assists to the point guard position. And then, of course, we got our best bets and wrap it all up with the bets recap. Hit that like button. Leave a comment below. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button as we chase our first 22,000 subscribers. Let's get into it. Let's have a great week. Hope everyone has a great Monday out there. If you're on your commute to work or whatever it is you're doing, I hope you have a great day. But let's talk some basketball, and it starts with the recap. All right, there it is. A lot of green check marks this time. So Friday, it was a beautiful day. Magic and Pelicans moneyline parlay. We hit that one. Pelicans a little sweaty, but we got there. Moneyline parlays moved to 15-8 on the year. Jokic over 24.5 points. Never a doubt. He just got that pretty easily. I think it was third quarter. And then Boncaro and Sexton, 20-plus points each. The added play that prevented us from a 4-0 sweep. Boncaro ended with 17. He shot terrible. I think he was like 5 for 16. He just needed 3 more points. He would have got the sweep, but didn't hit it. But the Friday parlay was a winner. That was an absolute beauty. It wasn't that big of a... Well, actually, I'm sorry. It was a huge sweat because Bam Adebayo had to go under 22.5 points. He had 22 in like third quarter and never scored again. So some luck was on my side that time, and we hit the parlay. Saturday, a 1-on-1 day thanks to King James. Absolute historic cover by him. He needed 2 more rebounds. With 45 seconds or somewhere right in that range to go in the game, he grabs 2 offensive boards to cash it. What a just brilliant man. And then Micic for the Hornets, over 18.5 PAs. He would have got there if he actually shot the ball well. He was ice cold and didn't get there. And then Sunday, unfortunately, I only put a half unit on these 2 bets because it was Sunday, but Fettuccini came out clutch. I mean, he went over this pretty easily, 17.5 PRs, someone to keep an eye on for the Detroit Pistons. And then the Magic minus 11.5. I forgot how much they won by, but it was a fairly easy cover against the Raptors again. So that was a nice winner. 2-0 on Sunday. Like I said, 14-6 run. We're up over 9 units in the last week. So it's great to have one good week, but it's really hard to have 2 great weeks in a row. So I'm determined. Back to the lab. Let's get it going. Our overall record, 169, 165, up 6.41 units now. So we bounced back after hitting rock bottom, like we talked about a week and a half ago. So That's what we got for the bets recap. And now let's talk some point guards. All right, these are the defenses that give up the most points to the point guard position. It's all the last 15 days. On this one, we only have one matchup for today. The Lakers facing the Atlanta Hawks. DeJounte Murray, 29.3 points per game, just crushing it without Trae Young right now. And Lakers giving up 25.5. Now, just because there's one matchup, obviously take a screenshot, have these help you throughout the rest of the week. And we're going to do a new position every single day of the week like we always do. So that's the points given up. Let's go over to the rebounds now. And the Grizzlies giving up the most points per game to the point guard position, facing give up the most rebounds. Facing De'Aaron Fox, who is averaging 5.1 rebounds per game. Again, you got Luka up there, just absolutely crushing it. No real surprises here. So that's what we got for the rebounds. Let's go check out the assists now. And no matchups. It's just not a lot of matchups today for these research pages. But again, they can help you get some winners. And of course, we have that center from Friday and power forward and all those. So go check those out. But the most assists, Raptors still giving up the most assists. They give up a lot, and it hasn't changed much in the last couple months. So Halliburton leading the way with 10.3 assists. Had a little assist slump there for him, but he's back at it. Van Vliet averaging about 10 assists per game as well. And of course, Luka's up there. And the two T. Joneses, Tyus and Trey Jones, rounded out down there. So that's the points, rebounds, and assists to the point guard position. And now it's time for the best bets. All right, this segment of the show is brought to you by our sponsor, Better Bet. That's BTR Bet, the best place to find, track, analyze, and share your bets. And it's March Madness time, guys. If you are betting on March Madness, which I'm sure a ton of you are, sign up for BTR Bet right now using promo code JaboMM. That's right. That's for Jabo March Madness. You get a free month on Better Bet. The link is below if you want to do that, so go check that out. And if you want a video detailing Better Bet, and if you've never seen it or heard of it before, it is an incredible app. It helps you keep track of all your bets, what you've been doing good at, links all your sports books, all that kind of stuff. But we have a 2-minute video in our Friday video last week if you want to go check it out. And we are going to have its own video on our profile page, so you can always look at it as well. So anyways, that's Better Bet. Go check it out down below. But our first bet today, it's the Knicks at the Golden State Warriors. Warriors minus 4.5. Total in this game, 213.5. Knicks 34, 30, and 3 against the spread. They are 17, 13, and 2 ATS on the road. Warriors 36, 29, and 1 ATS. They are 14, 19, and 1 ATS at home. They have not been great at home. Over under, the Knicks 43 and 24 to the under, tied for the number one under team in the NBA with the Miami Heat, and the Warriors an even 33 and 33. So I have a best bet in this game, and it is not a player prop. It's a little scary, but give me the under 213.5 between the Knicks and the Warriors at minus 115. I got this at ESPN Bet. Obviously, I still like it at 213 if you can't get 213.5. But these two teams played a couple weeks ago. They scored a total of 209 points, so just a little under this one. In that game, they needed a huge 59-point quarter in the fourth quarter to even get to 209. So it was trending way under the whole game. But let's talk some stats here. This is what I love about the matchup. In the last 10 games, the Knicks have gone under this 213.5 line in 8 of their 10 games. I mean, it's been incredible. This is what's crazy. They play at the slowest pace in the NBA the last 10 games. They have the number one defensive rating in the NBA the last 10 games. If you watch them play, they make other teams play at their pace. They just ugly it up. That's what they do. They ugly up the game. The Knicks have the 5th worst offensive rating, also something you like to see when you have an under. Knicks are also dominating the paint. I mean, they have all year. This isn't a surprise with Hartenstein and just how they play and they pack the paint. It's not all Hartenstein, trust me. It's a lot of guys. But they allow the fewest points in the paint to their opponent in the NBA the last 2 games. They are only allowing 39.2 points per game. Now, the old Warriors, you'd think that's not a big deal. They're just going to launch it. No, the Warriors now in the last 10 games and how they played really since they made the changes with Kuminga and all these different players, they have scored the 9th highest percentage of their points in the NBA from inside the paint in the last 10 games. So, if they can't do that, they're going to have to rely on threes even more because they, as you can tell, they do rely on scoring in the paint. But the Warriors also 12th in defensive rating last 10 games. So they're playing good defense. They've been playing good defense for quite a while now. That's kind of what they're hanging their hat on. But these two teams, they do a few things well also. Both of them. Last 10 games, the Warriors have allowed the 5th fewest free throw attempts to their opponent. That helps. Knicks allowed the 11th fewest free throw attempts. So they're not giving their opponents freebies. And these two teams are also in the top 7 in the NBA the last 10 games in second chance points allowed. Guys, everything to me is leaning or is heading right towards an under in this one, just like they went under the last game. But if you look at some of these Knicks games they've been playing, it doesn't matter who they play. They just absolutely muck it up, and it's impressive how well they play on defense. That's for sure. And of course that slow pace really helps as well. So the only way I really see this going over is if these teams get hot. Maybe one or two guys get really hot from 3-point range, and it just kind of makes this game go over. But you know what? I'm going to take my chances because of the style of play, because of how they play defense and things like that. So it is scary to take an under at this low total, but I like it. Scared money don't make money. So let's take the under 213.5 as my first best bet. All right, this second game takes us out to Chicago. We got the Bulls hosting the Portland Trailblazers. Bulls -7.5. Total in this game 213.5. Real quick numbers about the game. Blazers 31, 35, and 1 ATS, 17 and 15 ATS on the road. Bulls 35, 32, and 1 against the spread, 16, 17, and 1 ATS at home. And then over under, Blazers 35 and 32 to the under, and the Bulls 37, 30, and 1 to the over. Now, if I had to pick a side on this game, I'm probably weirdly leaning Blazers, but I really have no confidence in it. I have a bet that I do like. It's DeAndre Ayton over 19.5 points at plus 102 on FanDuel. That's right, I'm backing DeAndre Ayton. That can be scary, but this guy has been an absolute monster since returning from injury. So in those 5 games that he's returned from injury, here's the minutes he's played: 39, 32, 40, 40, and 37. He is playing huge minutes. And it's not only because the Blazers are like keeping every game close, because they're not. So he's still playing big minutes. In those 5 games, how about averaging 27.2 points per game? I just need 20 in this one. He even faced the Knicks, who are giving up the fewest points to the center position, and all he did was score 31 points. I mean, he's pretty much matchup proof right now. He is just a man on a mission. He scored 30 or more points in 3 of the last 5 games. And I'm only saying 5 because before that was before his injury. He wasn't playing as aggressively. There was other guys that weren't out, and he's just a different guy right now, it looks like. So, and by the way, Jeremy Grant looks like he is going to be out. Malcolm Brogdon's still going to be out like he has been. So there's just going to be a lot of opportunities for him. So taking 19 plus shots in 4 of those last 5 games as well. So the volume's there. He's facing a Bulls team now who are a little above average in defending centers and allowing points and all that, but it's not like they're elite or anything. Recently, the Bulls have given up, and I'm only counting centers recently that actually can put the ball in the hole. There's some centers that just have no chance and aren't comparable at all. But they faced Miles Turner. They gave up 27. They faced Daniel Gafford in 22 minutes only, and Daniel Gafford put up 20 points. They gave up 25 points to John Collins and then 18 to Sabonis. So, I mean, they obviously are not like just locking down centers or anything. So, for me, this is just volume and crazy high minutes. I mean, 19.5 is too low. It was 18.5, highly juiced, but that looks like it's moving. It's already minus 140. And then I saw 19.5 at plus money, so I like that. So, that's what we're going to do. We're going to ride DeAndre Ayton over 19.5 points as my second best bet. And because it's the night before, as you guys know, I'm not trying to force out 4 bets or anything, but I don't want to just give you 2 bets tonight. I want to give you some leans, some bets that almost made it and still might make it in the morning. But it's almost midnight every night we record these, so I want to just give you as much info as possible. If you want to fade my best bets and just tail leans, whatever you want to do, I'm just here to give you guys info. So my first lean of the day: Desmond Bane over 21.5 points. That's right, he's back in his second game. In his first game back, he played 31 minutes, so that's good to see. He scored 22 points on 17 shots. I think he shoots probably 20 plus times in this game, assuming it's not a huge blowout, which you got to worry about. But he's a guy who's averaging 24.4 points per game this season, and right around the exact same number without John Morant. And he's facing a Kings team that defends shooting guards and point guards well. I will not deny that. But that's why I think this line is low. So again, this is a volume play. The matchup does scare me a little bit, plus a blowout potential. But I mean, if he's shooting 20 plus times to get 22 points, it seems like a good shot. And Desmond Bane, when he gets hot, I mean, he could put up 30 in a quick minute. So second one, this one was close to making a best bet. And again, doesn't mean they're not going to, but right now they're just lean. So Josh Hart over 14.5 rebounds plus assists. We all know this guy. He has been a monster for the Knicks. He's facing a Warriors team that he just put up 25 rebounds plus assists against on February 29th. I also like his rebounds over 10.5 if you want that by itself. He's a lock because he plays for Tibbs. He's a lock to play 38 or more minutes. I mean, he's just going to play massive minutes. with Anunoby or without. It doesn't matter to me. I like Hart over 14.5 RAs. Another lean I have, Darius Garland under 6.5 assists. So he's under this in 7 of 13 games without Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell will be out in this game. 7 of 13, obviously not huge in regards to a big advantage there, but he's facing a Pacers team that is allowing the fewest points per game to point guards in the last 30 days. They have been elite giving or not giving up assists to the point guard position. They don't if you watch them, they don't overhelp. They don't give out easy dishes for easy looks and a lot of assists. There's a chance when you face the Pacers and they actually have given up a lot of points to the point guard position. They'll let you go one-on-one, they'll let you score, but they don't let you just dish out to easy shooters and things like that. So we just bet SGA under, I think it was 6.5 assists, same number just last week against the Pacers, and he got 5 assists. Last 5 games for the Pacers opponents, point guard position, they gave up 5 assists to Schroeder, 3 assists to our boy Kobe White, 5 to SGA, 4 to the combo of Houston and Cole Anthony of the Magic, and then 4 assists to Mike Conley. Those are the last 5 games. So as you can see, they're not allowing a ton of assists. And I know Donovan Mitchell's out. The volume is going to be there for Garland, but I kind of lean his points over his assists. So give me the under 6.5 assists as a lean. Again, another part of that is Max Strus, Dean Wade, Donovan Mitchell, the shooters, the scorers that help you get assists. It looks like all 3 of them will be out. I know Mitchell will be, and I think Strus, and I also believe Wade, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So you can check it if you want. But either way, I like Garland under 6.5 assists, Josh Hart over 14.5 RAs, and Desmond Bane over 21.5 points. Again, these are leans. These are not bets that I have placed quite yet. I'm just giving you ideas. Maybe this leads to another bet. Maybe you like it or you do your own research with it. But those are my 2 best bets for today. Those are my 3 leans. Let's have a great Monday. Let's have another great week. But let's check out the bets recap. All right, there we are. We got 2 best bets right now, and we are gonna add another play, maybe 2 in the morning. More than likely 2. There's some bets I like, and there's a lot of games going on. So, but under 213.5 Knicks Warriors, the first official bet at -115. I like it at 213 also, obviously. Then DeAndre Ayton over 19.5 points at +102 on FanDuel. And then obviously I got some leans. Maybe I'll pick one of those. Maybe it'll be something different. But leave a comment below. Let me know who you guys like today. It's a nice Monday slate. Lots of good options out there. So anyways, it's back to the grind. I hope everyone has a great Monday, and we'll talk to you soon.